we start off with. I'm Anthony Martinez, and this is Right Now News. On October 1st, we headed out to the Bianca Ray Foundation Ray of Hope Retreat, where we met students and Bianca Ray herself. Take a look. The Bianca Ray Foundation strives to give a voice to the voiceless. That's what's stated on their website. The foundation has impacted a lot of Coachella Valley students. When you attend the event, you learn about building self esteem, social media safety, anti bullying, leadership, and crucial life skills to become the best of themselves. The retreat is a 1 day event and get to hear from inspirational public figures who have been bullied themselves and about how they overcame challenges. We got to interview Bianca Ray herself. Take a listen.
Of the day. And this is the 8th annual Rave Hope Retreat. It's been 8 years and hundreds of kids coming from literally all over the Coachella Valley. Every middle school, every desert city is represented. Kids even coming from all over the Inland Empire, even as far as LA. At the retreat, the kids rotate through different breakout groups, learning about self-esteem building and anti-bullying, social and emotional life skills that sometimes you just don't learn in school, but they're so important to get you through this thing we call life.
And tell me, 8 years of doing this, how has it been? What goals have you achieved between the first to the one that we're in?
Over the years, here we are, 3,000 kids who have attended the Rave Hope Retreat over the last 8 years. I think the biggest thing that we've achieved is impacting thousands of kids. We have kids that leave these retreats year after year telling us that they, for the first time in their life, feel seen, feel heard, feel understood. And making kids feel that way, seen, heard, and understood, I think is all we can hope for as an organization that's really hoping to help people realize their fullest potential.
And tell me, how many messages do you get about this retreat that you have created and founded, about students talking about their experience and what have they learned?
Gosh, after the retreat, I just get inundated on social media, messages from kids who have attended. I get letters in the mail. We have parents and teachers, school counselors, kids themselves reaching out as well, just really letting us know the way that the days impacted them. Some of it's heartbreaking because it hurts my heart that we know that there's so many kids who have experienced hurt, but it also is beautiful to know there's so many kids that feel so loved and seen after the retreat. That's really powerful stuff.
And tell us about your sponsors and the people who help out create this big event for all middle school students.
We have hundreds of volunteers that have made this possible. We've been working 8 months, our committee, and so many people here that have been up all night long the night before the big event, getting everything ready. There's 100 plus volunteers. Obviously, you need a lot of volunteers to manage 400 plus kids, right? So we have so many sponsors. A big shout out to G&M Oil Company, our sponsor since the inception of the organization. They've always been our largest sponsor every single year, and we truly could not have done this without G&M Oil Company.
And when did the first Ray of Hope retreat take place?
Yeah, the first one was 8 years ago. So here we are now, 8 years later. That was I think back in 2014, and here we are now, the 8th annual, and doing this in collaboration with Desert Sands Unified School District, their expanded learning opportunity program. So it's truly been a gift from the district to get to collaborate, now offer 2 retreats in one school year for the first time ever.
This is an amazing event. It's held every year, right, in the fall. And students from middle schools around the valley come by, right?
Yes. Every middle school. We have so many middle schools represented, every desert city. We've had 3,000 kids attend over the years. So here we are at the 8th annual. So exciting.
In Indian Wells, Anthony Martinez, Right Now News. And find the full interview at our website at bit.ly/news right now, where you can find the extended version of the interview. And the St. Louis school shooter obtained a gun even though family worked with police months earlier to remove one out of his home. But police still say no idea how he obtained the gun. Months before, the 19-year-old shooter opened fire on Monday inside the St. Louis high school. His family told police that he had a gun and that a gun had been removed from their home, officials say Wednesday. The family was aware that the gunman had mental health struggles and did everything that they could possibly have done to help him, including getting him therapy, medication, and much more. But sometimes that isn't enough. Intern St. Louis Police Chief Michael Sack said during a news conference. The chief did not disclose how the shooter acquired the AR-15 style rifle after police removed the weapon months before the shooting at Central Visual and Performing Arts High School. He also declined to discuss how the gunman entered the building despite locked doors, security guards, and metal detectors at the school. The shooter's family was aware that he had obtained the gun, though it's not clear when he got the weapon. The shooter, who left behind a note describing himself as a loner and referred to the mass shooting, died after exchanging gunfire with law enforcement. Three people were killed in the shooting. That included one teacher, one student, and the gunman himself. Police are still investigating how the shooter made it into the school even though doors were locked, and are still investigating how he obtained the weapon. And Adidas terminates its relationship with Kanye West after controversial tweets. Take a listen.
I could say anti Semitic things and Adidas can't drop me.
Well, Adidas can and did cut ties with after facing pressure to end its partnership with the rapper in the wake of his anti-Semitic comments, with backlash mounting against the entertainer and leading to him losing additional business deals. In a statement from the company on Tuesday said Adidas does not tolerate anti-Semitic and any other sort of hate speech. Kanye's recent comments and actions have been unacceptable, hateful, and dangerous, and they violate the company's values of diversity, inclusion, mutual respect, and fairness. The German athlete brand said the decision to terminate its partnership with Kanye immediately came after a thorough review. Adidas began its partnership in 2013 but said it will end all production of the Yeezy branded products and will also stop paying Kanye himself and his companies. Adidas is not the only company to drop Gap, which announced on September it will be ending its Yeezy Gap partnership, said in a statement on Tuesday. We are taking immediate steps to remove Yeezy Gap products from our stores, and we have shut down YeezyGap.com. Adidas is expected to lose about $246 million on the company's net income in 2022, the company said. And let's take a look at the weather. We're going to see right now, only 11 p.m., 74 degrees at 12, 77, 79, going up to the 80s by 2 p.m. And all the way stays the same, 81 for 3 and 4. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. 79 today, Saturday and Sunday, 80s, 82 and 84. 83 will be our last at our 80s starting next week. Tuesday starts the 70s at 78, including Wednesday 73 on Thursday. Very chill week as we start experiencing that winter weather. Normal hot, 100, feeling 120 degrees. Now we're starting to feel more wind and more freshness instead of that hot, humid heat. And that's all the time we have left for you. I'm Anthony Martinez.